regular season in the 2026 SEC schedule, and we've got a good one this weekend. Rivalry matchup with a lot on the line for both T5 Florida teams as headed north to take on Georgia here from Jack Turner Stadium in Athens. It's the first of three this weekend on the Taylor Shoemaker, Jocelyn Erickson, and Kendall Grover will be the batting three for Florida here in the first inning. 93 home runs on the season, second in the SEC. Randy Shoemaker, a sophomore, back with strike one and 458 average on the season. Leads the SEC with 17 doubles, 16 home runs, 52 runs driven in. First of three here this weekend between these two in Athens, Georgia. The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike three. Shoemaker down on strikes, one away for Randy Rolling. A lot of blue there along that first base side as Grover knocks one back foul out of play. She's behind 0-2. Ford always traveling. Rolling delivers the 0-2. It swung on and missed. 3 up and 3 down. One here to Goodwin. 399 hitter on the season, just shy of 400. And here's a ground ball back to Rothrock. She'll bobble it briefly and make the play over at first for the first out. 42 RBIs leading the team for the designated player. Senior from McDonough, Georgia, and that one's going to hit her.
A little too far. However, Georgia will take the free base.
Absolutely. So one out and a runner at first base now for Georgia. And Sarah Gordon taking a strike, 0-1, senior from Lexington, South Carolina. Figure it out a little bit. Tony Baldwin putting her there in that 9th spot. And the cleanup hitters, Marissa Miller, the senior from Swanee. Even here, 1-1, 290 hitter here in the senior season. That one to right and into the glove. So here's Kinley Cahay. And a lefty on lefty matchup. Here's a ground ball. That one foul. Count even up 2-2. And here's how Thomas, she is out. It's officially listed as a unassisted out to the catcher. As Cahalan swings and misses for strike 2. We'll take another here, 3-1. Florida looking for its first base runner of the contest. Rolling delivers high. And Florida has his first base runner of the afternoon. It's a directly in. 1-2. Here's a grounder. Going to be a tough play. Rolling's going to win the foot race there. Cut off the first baseman, Scoop, and who will be due up second in this inning. Check out that season slugging heat map. Obviously, the red, darker colors. She's hitting the ball. And if Ariza Ball doesn't hit his spot, she's got a good chance of putting one in play. As Gabby Novickis is going to ground one over to Cahalan at shorts. And it'll be tossed out for it.
Going to definitely have to be very picky about how she navigates Roos right here, especially with that rise ball being her go-to pitch. She's going to have
for a strike.
Something that is a little bit unusual about Rothrock is you saw it right there. That
junior from Decula. Lightly hit to right field into the glove of McClellan as she comes charging in, responsible for the third out in both innings here. So be a strikeout and a throw out. And one down here as Walker retired. That one popped 2 rolling, and Gabby Kumia is retired on 1 pitch. It's a quick out there for Randy Rolling, and now we'll go top of the order and through for the second time. That one bunted up in the air and right into the glove of Bailey Lindemuth. This one to right field. Does it have enough? It sure does! Jaden Goodwin with a 1-out solo shot to right field. Number 9 on the season for the senior. And Jaden
Goodwin sure knows how to hop on one early.
Georgia's 3-hitter. And Keegan Rothrock. Gordon out in front of that one. She'll swing and miss for the strikeout. Georgia to right into foul territory with a bead on it. There is Gordon, and she'll track it down for the out. 1 down. Florida team, I mean, just sheer numbers-wise, Florida typically carries one of the smallest rosters in the SEC. Doing that once again, multiple players can play multiple positions as well.
And that is very strategic how they carry.
But 8 players can play multiple positions. As this one is popped to center, coming in is Ray, and they're a very serious threat to win it all in Oklahoma City. This thing is ripped to left center. That one is gone. Florida will answer back in the top of the 4th with a 2-out solo home run of its own. As Townsend Thomas, her 5th of the season. That one over the wall. We are tied at 1.
Fired. We'll see this ripped ball again. She's able to take this ball, that's curveball on the outside half of the plate. Opposite field, she's able to take to the opposite G. Almost a line hit ball.
And here's Kinley Cahalan.
I've forgotten her.
2-1. That one misses. So after the solo home run by Townsend Thomas, Cahalan will walk.
Making its way out onto playing surfaces here lately.
And no one talks about whose job role responsibility it is to help get the critter off the field.
This one lifted to left center. That one's gone. Same spot, second time this inning. This one a 2-run blast off the bat of Ava Brown, and Florida now leads 3-1.
Right there, a similar pitch to last time, curveball on the inside of the plate for her. She's able to take that one again. A hard hit ball, almost a line drive just over that wall.
Has made its 2 hits count. Both home runs. And taking advantage of the 2-out walk to Cahalan. As McClellan will swing and miss. She'll be thrown out. Fought back 2 straight strikes here to run it full. Outside, and it's a leadoff walk here for Georgia.
Rothrock with a pretty good ball to strike ratio, as you saw in the top left.
Oh, liner. And a good job there by Miller to dive back into the bag, but Novica sent a rocket. This one to dead center. That one is gone. We're tied once again. Kirsten Roos dead centers her 14th of the year. It is 3-all.
It's like we're doing a home run. Roos, we know she has so much power. She's able to take a ball a little bit elevated over the middle of the plate and take that to center for that home run. A very similar situation to what we saw in the last half inning with Florida, and then a home run scores them.
So the base is empty once again now with one away, and here's Bailey Lindemuth, who struck out. Ground ball to second. Oh, fielded cleanly here. Winners of 3 straight, 4 of the last 5. There's a ground ball to short. Cahalan over to first. And that'll end the inning. Defense left. Here's a ground ball to Digby. As this one is lifted to right field. Gordon comes on Wednesday.
Midweek on Wednesday.
That one back up the middle here off the bat of Taylor Shoemaker, and the leadoff hitter. Meanwhile, the Florida squad over there. You look up and down this roster, the teams that they've beaten this year, 46-7 on the year. As this one is golfed to third. Tough throw. And that'll get the out at first. Of course, the usual powers out on the West Coast, Arizona, UCLA. To left center, that ball is tracked down, and a good catch made by Taylor Shoemaker in center at the wall.
Today's game so far, really hard hit ball.
Yeah.
Up the middle. Just didn't quite have enough oomph on it.
That one's going to hit Jaden Goodwin. That's a tough spot to be in there. Goodwin, one of your best hitters. Little bloop. Throwback to first, and that'll be a double play, and that'll end the inning defensively here for Florida as Ellison pops it to short. Cahalan with moments of excitement out of both teams here. This one is skied to left. Goodwin watches that one in a few feet shy of the warning track for the first.
Yeah, he talked about taking the emotion out of it, and he used passion as a word to describe like that excitement that they're playing with and that joy that they're playing with on a daily basis.
And no play right there. Randy Rowland getting
excitement and emotion and everything. And he's talked about how he's talking with his team about playing present. At the chalk line as Kirsten Roos comes over, and McClellan waits on deck should she bat here with 2 down. Off the end of the bat. Be a tough play as Roos loses it. The throw to third. Not in time, and sliding underneath the tag there was Townsend Thomas. Some good base running from her. .286 hitter on the year is Desiderio. This one is popped up on the infield into the glove of Lindemuth. To shallow right. McClellan, who got pinch hit for there in the top half of the inning, back in defensively, and will make the play. Knight and ground ball to short. And over to first for the second out. Georgia with just 3 hits in the game. That one. Tough catch,
couldn't make it. Shoemaker there in center. A heck of a hustle throw back in to get it back off and cut off his second.
Yeah, that was a lower ball. Great effort right there by Shoemaker. That's exactly when you want to make that play, that attempt right there.
2-2 the count. Bailey Lindemuth for Georgia. And that is a called strike 3. And a massive 2-2 the count here for Rolling. Smashed to left center. That ball at the warning track will die short of the wall. And Madison walks. Off the end of the bat. Short. Close play and safe at first base. To reset the pitch clock. Popped up to right. Ballpark will keep this one. That'll be the second out of the inning. To center. This one's trouble. That one's off the wall. Turning and scoring around. And sliding into home safely is Gabby Comia. And the Gators take the lead. That deep. You pretty much got to make a play. This one's going to get sent to left. Getting waved around. Here is Erickson. Throw to the plate. She's thrown out at home. Florida may be asking for a challenge. And Tim Walton will ask for a second opinion.
It looked like she was safe. It looked like her foot got there in time, so I'm really
curious. She immediately started arguing, so like she's not bluffing there.
Yeah, you can see that Miller, it takes a second for Miller to get it to get the tag ready to go.
That foot hits the bag and the ball is now getting there.
Review, the call on the field is changed. The runner is safe. Florida retains 2 challenges.
Georgia to try to come back right here.
0-2, swung on and missed for strike 3. But the Gators take care of business in the... And the first pitch is going to be popped up here from Bailey Lindemuth. And it's quick out here in the 7th.
That's exactly what you want to see from Rothrock right there, inducing a fly.
This one, a little bloop single that will drop in front of McClellan.
Throughout their season.
So 102 pitches now for Rothrock. There's a ground ball to second. That'll be a tag for 1. And Ray will be aboard on the fielder's choice, but that'll be the second out of the inning. And Georgia will be down to its 5.
Like that, Digby has to do a job and kind of make the tag come to her, not just be a double play, a given double play. So she comes back a little bit to do a play, to do her job and not allow that to be a double play.
That ball will sit in right. Throw back to the bag and nearly ended the game right there. With aggressive base running from.
It's a big situation. You want to keep it on the edge of the zone, if not out of the zone.
The 2-2. Ground ball to second. To first. And Florida will take game 1 of the 3-game set. Game Gators scoring 2. RBI double by Jocelyn Erickson. And then the Gators take game 1 of the 3-game set here in the final weekend of.
She had her stuff all game and was able to work a variety of pitches to be deceptive against this.